And we're back with KMMA. I'm Andio.
I'm Khalil Deal.
And it's that time where we bring you our fabulous final face-off show where we take one more look at these animals before they step into the cage. So first up, we got Danny Silva against Kevin Vallejos. Who you got here, real deal?
All right, man. Yeah, this was a pretty good face-off here, man. Danny Silva is obviously the taller guy here. He's quite taller though too. Like I thought he was going to be taller, but this is like pretty significant here. 4 inch height advantage here for Danny Silva. He's also going to have a 2 inch reach advantage. You can see though that he's a bit on the skinny side though.
Yeah,
Dan.
he's way more slim than
Yeah,
Silva.
he's very skinny. He is ripped though, and he is cut, but very skinny there on his side. Kevin Vallejos though looks way bigger though, man. This guy's in phenomenal shape. He's a huge guy, way thicker, way bigger, way more muscular, way more built and cut as well. And he looks very strong. It looks like his punches are going to cause some impact. You can see the size of his arm there compared to Danny Silva there. I like Kevin Vallejos in this one here, man. I'm sticking with him. I am going to take him to win. I have him by knockout or decision in this one here.
Yeah, so Danny Silva, he's tough and all. He can grind it out. He's been squeaking by in some wins against opposition that's not at Kevin Vallejos' level, and neither is Danny Silva. I expect Kevin Vallejos to track him down and hit him with some good body shots and end up finding the finish. Let's say in round two, the later part of round two, by knockout.
Knockout. That's it. Just one.
Just, just knockout. I feel he's going to put this guy away. I think he's going to track him down at some point, and his striking is going to just be too much to handle. Too many shots coming at all different levels, and yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
nice.
call knockout here.
So we're in agreement with the first fight of the main card. Let's move on up to the next fight. We got Neil Magny against Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos.
Neil. Yeah, so I can't remember the last time I wanted Neil Magny to win so much. The pick is still Neil Magny, the battle of the two unks here. I think Magny's, on the wash side, but so is Elias Zaleski now. But I also think that Neil Magny is more used to being washed, and Zaleski is still starting to get used to it. So I think his length is going to help him in here to be able to close the range and to get Dos Santos up against the fence where Neil Magny likes to live in the cage and, hit him with some elbows, some knees, and wear him down. The key is to wear him down and get that decision. Or possibly a late submission, but I see a decision for Magny because he gets a lot of them.
Yeah, he definitely does, man. For me, I gotta say, looking at the face-offs, man, Neil Magny's got that height advantage there. You can see he's much taller than Zaleski dos Santos. We're looking at a significant 4 inch height advantage for Neil Magny. He's also going to have a very significant 7 inch reach advantage, which I forgot to mention when we talked about it in the early predictions. So that reach advantage is going to be something to look out for there. But Neil Magny is very skinny as well. You can see here he's ripped, of course. He's got some muscles, but he is very skinny. Zaleski dos Santos is the thicker guy. I find he's bigger than Neil Magny, much thicker and bigger in size. Of course, he's shorter, but he's bigger and he's more muscular and also in great shape too. He's also ripped. I just think that Zaleski is going to catch something with one of those hard punches that he has. Neil Magny might walk into a punch that's going to maybe knock him down. I think Zaleski is going to be able to maybe get on top, do some ground and pound, maybe knock him out with a TKO with ground and pound, or on the feet, knock him down a few times, land more strikes, avoid Neil Magny getting him clinched up against the cage, and avoid getting taken down, and just to hit him with some knees, some leg kicks. And if he gets him with those good leg kicks, man, Neil Magny's legs, he's been known to have some problems staying on his feet with the leg kicks.
You're right. I wanted to mention that the last time too, but yeah.
Ian Gary did it to him pretty badly there. Ian Gary was able to smash up those legs I also saw Michael Morales do that to him with those leg kicks, and I think that can definitely help Zaleski win a decision.
You just gotta pretend that Neil Magny doesn't start pretending Zaleski's his kid or anything, because then you'll see what will happen to him.
I'm going to go with Elizu Zaleski dos Santos. I say he wins this one by knockout or decision here. So we're in disagreement with this one here. Let's move on up to the next fight.
Carol,
Carol Rosa and Nora Cornwell.
Cornwell.
All right, so for this one here, man, you can't get as much as even in body size as these two. They almost look identical. Even to the hairdo, almost they look identical here.
Yeah, that's right, eh?
Their size is pretty much the same. Maybe Cornhole might be a tiny bit thicker than Carol Rosa, but I mean it's very very minimal. She's got I don't even know if she has a height advantage here at Cornhole. I think they're pretty much the same height. I know on Topology they're listed as being 5'7" for Cornhole and 5'5"
They're about even.
Rosa, but I think they're almost the same height there and almost the same size, man. So basically, you flip a coin here, in my opinion, as far as who's going to be the better fighter here. If Carol Rosa comes in here and fights the way she used to fight and the way the potential of her that she can fight, she should be able to win this fight if she fights like she's supposed to. If she gets those takedowns,
yeah, well, that's the thing.
Grappling, uses the wrestling game, and fights a good fight like that. But we know she's not going to do that because she hasn't done it in her past 5 fights. She hasn't done it. The last fight I had her. Did I have Eileen Perez or her? I don't even remember now. But I thought Carol Rosa did a very bad job against Eileen Perez. She looked very sloppy out there. Looked like she wasn't even trying. Looked like she didn't want to be there and was getting beat up. So I think if Cornhole keeps the fight standing, doesn't let Carol Rosa take her down, I think she'll have the more impactful strikes and punch a lot harder, and she can hurt Carol Rosa. So I'm going to go with Nora Cornhole to get the win here. I got her winning by submission or decision here. The reason why I got her winning by submission is because Carol Rosa, if we look at her losses here, she's got 2 losses by submission and 5 by decision. So she's never been knocked out. And Nora Cornhole can get subs. We've seen her do it in her last. Oh no, she got 2 sub wins actually. Nora Cornhole, and the last fight that she was in was a submission against Haley Cowan. She subbed her in that fight, and she's also had a sub before that in one of her earlier fights. So I could see her getting a submission too if the chance comes, if she gets that chance to. So give me Nora Cornwell by submission or decision here in this one.
No, I do not see a sub call coming for Cornhole, especially if she knows what's good for her. And luckily, she's facing Carol Rosa, who, I said she's not good on the ground, but I got to clarify and say she doesn't want to take the fight to the ground. Like, really, she should be able, if she gets the takedown, to at least be able to hold Nora Cornhole down there for long periods of time without a problem. But Rosa now these days likes to be in her safety zone, likes to keep it on the feet at a safe distance, use a lot of low kicks, and be very, very boring. So this fight is dependent on the style that makes the matchup. That's who's going to win. And I feel the fact that she doesn't want to take her down will leave more openings for Cornhole's stronger strikes, more determined style. And if she checks those kicks, I really think she's going to have a lot of opportunities to really get some shots in on Carol Rosa. On the flip side, if Rosa just is determined to take her down and go back to how she fought maybe 7 years ago, maybe the pick would be different. But yeah, so the pick is going to be Nora Cornhole by a decision or knockout.
Yeah, I don't think she knocks out Carol Rosa. Like I said, Carol Rosa is very tough, never been knocked out. But I could see a club and sub opportunity for Cornhole there. Maybe knock her down, get her in her back, and get that rear naked choke like she did.
It's way more likely she gets a knockout because don't forget Haley Cohen doesn't know anything on the ground either, right? So it's easier to sub people like that with Rosa, who apparently has skills, you know?
Anyways, we're in agreement. We both got Nora Cornhole here. The dog of the week here for us here at KAMMA, our dog of the week play.
Yeah, you got to call it the dog of the week. This is it.
All right, so now we're going to move on up to the next fight here. We got Elvis Brenner against Esteban Ribovic. Ribovics, like you like to say.
Ribovic.
So who you got here, Andy?
Oh, it's my turn here. Yeah. I gotta go with Ribovic here. Ribovic has been really good for me because he's one of these guys that I win money with, win or lose. That's the perfect fighter you want to be picking. I love this guy. I picked him to beat Bahamondes. What an awesome fight that was. I picked him to lose against Nasrat Haqparast because I thought that style was a bad stylistic matchup. I thought that left hand would find its home, and it did all fight long. In this case, I'm going back with Ribovic. I don't think Brenner is as good as I thought he was overall. I love Esteban Ribovic's desire to throw shots at all times from anywhere. He doesn't care much about defense, which is always a concern. But I think this is going to be a stand-up battle where they're both going to be trying to push forward. Brenner is desperate for a win here, but Ribovic doesn't want to have a two-fight winning streak. And I think Ribovic, despite how much he gets hit and hits back, he doesn't gas, and he doesn't gas as much as Brenner, I find. So I got to go with Ribovic here by decision or knockout.
Yeah, I also got Esteban Ribovics here to win by knockout or decision. Looking at the body types of these two, pretty close, man. Elvis Brenner came in here looking very good too. He's in good shape.
You know, I thought Elvis would be a little shorter than this.
Yeah, no, they look like they're pretty much the same height here. Topology had them being both at 5'10", so that's pretty dead on. They look like pretty much the same height.
Topology.
Yeah, for once, they get it right, you know. But as far as body type's concerned, man, not a huge difference between the two. Elvis Brenner is in great shape. He looks pretty lean as well, pretty muscular and built. Esteban Ribovics as well, maybe a little bit more cut, I find. Maybe a little bit more ripped than Elvis, but he's also the same size pretty much as Elvis Brenner. Esteban Ribovics looks really good as well. So, yeah, I'm just going to go with the skill here. I just think Esteban's got a bit more skill, especially on the feet. But he does have to watch out for Elvis Brenner, who is very good at submissions. Elvis Brenner is a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He is very dangerous on the ground. He does have 11 submission wins out of his 16 wins. So Ribovics needs to be careful and avoid getting submitted on the ground. But if he does keep the fight standing, keep the scrambling going, don't get caught in a submission, reverse, maybe try to get on top of Elvis Brenner, land some good striking and good kicks, he can get the win here. So I'm going to go Esteban Ribovics by knockout or decision as well. All right, so we're in agreement with this one. Moving on up to the next fight here. This is the co-main event. If you haven't already, guys, hit that like button and subscribe. We got Mateus Rebecki against.
Yeah. Also, leave a comment or two. You know how the algorithm works. They could be dumb sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Help push the channel and get us out there, man. So yeah, Mateus Rebecki and Chris Duncan here, man. Chris Duncan, obviously the taller guy. He's very lean. He's in good shape. Looking skinnier than I normally see him, though. He's not as big as he used to be. He's starting to lose that size a bit, but still ripped. Mateus Rebecki, way bigger, way more muscular and thicker than Chris Duncan. Obviously, he's shorter, but he is looking powerful. He looks very strong, and he looks pretty big there and muscular. So I'm going to stick with Mateus Rebecki to get the win. I think Mateus Rebecki will get a finish here in this fight. I don't think this fight is going the distance. One of these guys is getting finished. Mateus Rebecki also has submissions as well. So he's no slouch there either. Mateusz Rebecki does have, out of his 20 wins, he does have 7 submissions, 9 knockouts, and 4 decisions. So very well-rounded Rumbecki, as they call him. I'm going to go with Mateusz Rumbecki to get the win here by KO or submission. I think he finishes Chris Duncan. Unless Chris Duncan gets that lucky guillotine that he's got in the last couple of fights, I think Rebecki gets the win here and could possibly even knock out Chris Duncan. We have seen Duncan he has 2 losses, and I think they both come one's by knockout and one is by submission. He did get knocked out a while back against Vyacheslav Borshev, was the one who was able to knock him out in the Dana White's Contender Series a while back in 2021. Knocked him out with that left hook. So I can see Rebecki landing something too and knocking out Chris Duncan. We've seen Chris Duncan get wobbled a lot in his fights when he gets hit. So
based on the wobbliness he always experiences in his fights, he always gets knocked down. He always gets knocked out. I think the knockout here is a very good call for Rebecki. Just the way he forward pressures and gets those shots in, very, very sharp, and I'm sure some of those shots are going to get through. And he holds a lot of power. I just don't see Chris Duncan's chin handling that. You know, maybe he can against some other guys, but I don't think he can against Rebecki. So it's either going to be a knockout for him, or after he gets totally rocked on the feet, he'll jump on him for a sub.
Yeah, so we're in agreement. Both of us got Rumbecki by knockout or submission. All right.
Rumbecki.
Yeah, that's how they pronounce it. Yeah, I used to always think it was Rebecki, but it's Rumbecki. That's how they pronounce it in Polish.
I think I'm going to stick to my mispronunciations of Rebecki.
All right, so we're at the last fight here, the main event. Tatsuro Taira against Young Sung Park. Who you got here, Andy O?
You know, there's one of the things I appreciate out of life is some good peace of mind. And that good peace of mind worked out for me in the past when I've picked Young Sung Park. But on short notice like this, it's too bad he's facing Tatsuro Taira right away, because I think he would need a couple more fights to get up closer to his level here. Not that Young Sung Park is bad, but just his balance and his little tricks and his great grappling. I feel that Taira is probably going to find the sub at some point here. But my call is going to be 50-50 here, knockout, or decision or knockout. Or sub for Taira.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going.
Sorry, decision or sub.
For sure, yeah. I mean, looking at the physicality there, we can see that Young Sung Park, though, is a little bit bigger than Taira, though. We can see that he has the size on him there. He is looking pretty muscular and ripped and pretty built. I will have to give the guy in better shape is Young Sung Park. Tatsuro Taira is very slim, skinny, also very ripped as well. Not as muscular as Young Sung Park, but Tatsuro Taira, the guy can move around very quickly. He's very fast. He's got quick jabs, quick punches, quick kicks, and he's very, very slick on the ground. He's going to be able to move around quickly and get Hyung Sung Park to the ground. And once he gets him on the ground, that's where he's so fast. And before you know it, you're latched up in a submission and it's over.
Before you know it, he's on your back. That's what he does very well.
Exactly. I got to go with Tatsuro Taira to win here by knockout or, by submission or decision. I think that if it does go to a decision, it's because Tatsuro Taira took him down 100 times and Hyung Sung Park did not get finished with the submission. And Tatsuro Taira was going to win with the volume of takedowns and ground and pound and the jabs and punches that he's going to land when he's on top, and also submission attempts. So
Don't forget, he also has ways of hopping onto your back from standing positions too. So he always has to be aware of that peace of mind.
Yeah, and he's got some solid punches too, Tatsuro Taira. He's no slouch on the feet there. He can also box and land some decent punches. He's not known to knock out a lot of people, but he does have 5 knockouts and 7 subs in his wins there. And he did knock out Alex Perez, but that was an injury actually to Alex Perez. But he did knock out Carlos Hernandez, though the fight before that he knocked out Carlos Hernandez. So I think the submission or decision is the way to go here. I think Kyung Sung Park's strong enough not to get knocked out, but definitely I think the submission is live here. So there you have it. Our final predictions, thoughts, and face-offs for the main card. Coming up next, the official bets. Let's make some money this week. Peace out.